here we are. Los Santos Station.
Jeez, this place looks terrible.
It looks like the desert just swallowed the town after it was abandoned.
Yeah, time waits for no one, huh?
Well, we got this far. The Hani Pentagon thing my dad talked about should be near here, but I have no idea in which direction.
Maybe we can find some clues in this ghost town.
Looks like nobody's been here in a long time. Look, it's Crazy Fred's Diner.
I used to get waffles with my dad at a place just like this.
I'd love some waffles right now.
Come on, we should have a look around.
It's a mandatory evacuation notice.
Evacuation?
It says, due to clear and imminent danger, all Los Santos inhabitants to be relocated effective immediately by order of the governor of New Mexico. Detailed instructions will be delivered to you personally by our esteemed attaché, Mr. Joseph Biggs.
Biggs? Isn't that one of Wonderbrust's goons? I knew they had something to do with this.
This car won't be giving anyone a ride anytime soon.
Such a shame. It's a classic.
Ha, look at that. An outdoor bathtub.
Can you imagine? Taking a bath under the stars?
Is this an invitation?
You wish.
Ooh, cozy. You think this thing still works?
I doubt it. I don't think there's any electricity left in this town.
You like music?
Sure. I like metal. Maiden, Sabbath, the usual suspects. You?
Nah, I'm more of an Aerosmith guy.
They're cool, but I doubt you'd be able to find them on this jukebox.
Yeah, that's for sure. Look! A dartboard!
Wanna play?
Well, I can't see any darts around here.
Yeah, excuses.
Oh, come on. I bet I could hit the bullseye before you could.
Like you hit the bullseye with that rocket of yours?
Oof. Too soon. I didn't figure you for a trash talker.
I played a lot of sports in high school. The game is just as much in your head as it is on the field.
A shovel with a little blood on it. Disgusting, but could be useful. What do you know? Hey, look what I found. A shovel.
What's a shovel doing in a diner?
Ew, it has dried blood all over it.
Blood? Jeez. What do you think was going on here?
I'd rather not think about it.
Maybe the people didn't want to leave and fought back?
With shovels? No wonder they ended up being evacuated.
We need to get to the bottom of this.
Draft or bottled?
Draft. But I'm sure this one's empty. And definitely not cold.
You were right. All dried up.
I guess we'll have to party some other time.
Looks like a bar tab. Hey, there's a list of names on this thing.
What names?
Let's see. Wow, people owed the diner a lot of money. Jeremiah Fredrickson, David Vasquez, Rosita Johnson, Jeremiah Quinton Smith. One of these names might help us figure out what happened. A defunct fridge. Today's specials: macaroni and cheese, roast beef, Crazy Fred's Chili Deluxe.
I'm glad I had a big breakfast. I think it's gonna be a long time before we get something to eat.
Looks like White was winning.
Hey, Bobby Fischer. You know how to play?
Bobby who?
Come on, you don't know Bobby Fischer? He was a grandmaster.
Me and Sierra play sometimes, but I don't really follow the sport.
Are you any good?
Well, I do have a bit of a streak going.
I bet I could beat you.
Maybe once all this is over, you can try.
It's on. I promise to go easy on you.
Looks like White was winning.
So how do you know Stan from the train?
This is gonna sound strange, but I saw a younger version of him from 75 when I was at the tower.
What do you mean, a younger version? Like, a picture of him?
No, I was actually talking to him. He was there. And then he remembered me on the train.
You're right. That does sound strange.
Maybe that had something to do with what the mayor was doing behind the bookcase in his office?
Do you think it's somehow connected to that thing my dad mentioned?
Maybe. Your dad did mention that Wanderbrust had taken something dangerous back with him.
Phew! Quite an adventure getting out of Slope City.
Yeah, why were those goons chasing you? It was me who stole the crystal.
I guess they must have had the whole town under surveillance. What do you think's going on at Wanderbrust Tower?
I'm not sure, but the mayor's up to something. I saw some really weird stuff when I was in there. I think Wanderbrust is doing some kind of experiment. Somehow connected to what happened in 75, maybe.
What do you think he's trying to achieve?
I don't know, but it feels dangerous.
Do you go to cafes a lot?
I used to go when I was studying. Now I just brew some at home and cuddle with my cats. They're at my dad's today. They really like his place. Lots of stuff to climb on.
Oh, an animal lover. I had a hamster once, but it ran away.
Poor guy. What did you do to him?
Nothing. I am a scientist, but an ethical one. He was my pet. I just forgot to close the cage, that's all.
If you had to choose, would you rather have a cat or a dog?
A dog, I think. But as careless as I am, not even remembering to water plants, it's better if I don't have a dog relying on me. What now?
We should find out more about this Jeremiah.
So, you seem to really like history, and, I guess, languages?
Yeah,
What made you decide to become a reporter?
good question. You're right. I really like reading the past, discovering what happened, reliving stories, and learning a language makes me feel connected to what life's like in some other place, or culture, or what it was like in the past. But for work, I really want to make a difference. And I never felt like I could do that by being a historian or a linguist. Maybe I just never met the right people. I mean, look at your dad, right? Being a reporter, I feel like I get to do a lot of those things. Research, learning, figuring out how to talk to people, reliving their stories, but on a more practical level. And it doesn't feel like I'm making a difference all the time. Not at all, actually. But sometimes I get to work on a story that makes it all worth it.
You okay?
I'm all right. Happy we're finally making some progress. How are you doing?
I'm fine, I guess.
Mind if I check my dad's book for a sec?
Sure.
So how come you're so interested in my dad's work?
I've always been interested in stories. My mom and dad read to me a lot when I was a kid. And when I was in high school, everyone in class hated history. But I could kind of see it for what it really was. Stories. About real people. People like us. But a long, long time ago. And I had this teacher, Mrs. Stanton, who saw that. And gave me all these extra assignments to keep me busy when I was done with all the regular work. And one of them was about a book by this archaeologist, Diego de Luna. You know, the one about Egyptian pharaohs.
Huh. I don't even remember that one.
Anyway, I remember I was so excited. A world-famous researcher from the same tiny town as me. Slope City. I went on to read everything he ever wrote. I really hope we find him. It would be such an honor to meet him in person.
Do you think there's anything useful in these barrels?
If there ever was, it's gone. They all have holes in them.
Ah, you're right.
Living in a trailer in the middle of the desert. What a dream.
I guess it can be kind of liberating, not being tied to a single place.
How do you think this happened? Sandstorms?
Maybe. I heard they can be brutal around here.
Ever been in a sandstorm?
Once, when I was a kid. It was terrifying.
This trailer is completely wrecked. An empty drawer. There's a suitcase filled with old useless clothes in here. And wait a minute. A tape.
What kind of tape?
A cassette tape, like the ones in your voice recorder.
Interesting. Maybe it's still okay and we can listen to it?
Looks like a tape from a tape recorder. Let's see if the tape fits. There! It fits!
February 1975. I finally located the source. It wasn't easy without a working compass. Darn those pompous bastards. But I finally got it. Mapped it all out in my notebook. I need to keep it close. At least until the town meeting tonight. I'm gonna tell everyone. Together, we'll get to the bottom of this. Until then, I'll keep it safe here. On my person. In my jacket where no one can find it. Oh, I'm so thrilled. What? Who are you?
Well, who do we have here? The super genius. Snooping around, are we?
Wait. You can't just... Hang on a minute. No!
Was that one of Wanderbrust's goons on the tape?
Sure sounded like Joe Biggs.
The person in the recording said something about a jacket.
I can't see any jackets around here. Maybe he's still wearing it.
Nothing in here. Someone was really enjoying their sunsets up here.
Seems like the best seat in town. But better not get too drunk up there.
Yeah, one wrong step.
I hope that whoever lived in that trailer knew how to hold their liquor.
What a great spot to relax and have a drink.
Yeah, the sky must look amazing at night.
Why don't you come up here and have a look?
I can see perfectly from here.
I can see really far with these. It says JJ. ADA. It says JFA. The grave of one WW. It says LK. UB. It says JS. It says JQS. This one says RV. It says JF. This church has seen better days.
18 years with nobody to care for it.
Do you go to church, by the way?
I was brought up Catholic, but it's been ages since I went to church. Although I've always believed there's something out there, controlling our fate.
Well, I believe in science, and if science can't explain something, it's as good as non-existent.
Then how do you explain your finding your father's message on the exact same day I came to do our interview?
Coincidence?
You know what? I don't really believe in coincidence.
That's quite a hole.
Just like the one at your place. Do you think they were playing with rockets here too?
Hey,
What, too soon?
I found some notes.
Are they still readable?
It's some kind of eulogy. It looks like the dead person's name was Jeremiah.
Haven't we seen that name before somewhere?
You're right. The tab from the diner. Jeremiah Fredrickson and Jeremiah Quentin Smith. Old guy from trailer.
Oh no.
Oh no, what?
If the old guy from the trailer is Jeremiah Quentin Smith, then...
You think he's the one they held the funeral for?
You heard the recording. Those goons from Slope City must have thought he knew too much.
Do you think they'd be capable of something like that?
I don't know. But chances are the hint we're looking for is buried with poor old Jeremiah Quentin Smith.
Do you think the person they held the funeral for was Jeremiah?
It must be. Strange that the picture is still here. These people must have left in a hurry.
Forever in our hearts. Huh.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I just hate funerals.
You know, let's take what we need and get out of here.
Huh, this must be the grave of Jeremiah Quentin Smith. This must be it. JQS, Jeremiah Quentin Smith. Peggy, what do you think?
Yep. JQS sounds about right. Are you sure you want to do this?
I don't see what choice we have.
Sorry. I can't watch.
Okay, here we go. Whew. The shovel broke, but I think this should be enough.
Well, are you gonna open it?
Give me a second. I've never dug up a dead body before. All right.
Get on with it already. Ew.
Oh, the smell.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Poor guy. Let me check his pockets. My apologies, Mr. Smith. I mean no disrespect.
Ugh.
Oh, there's a notebook here.
Did you get what we need?
Yeah, I think so.
Good. We can leave the poor guy alone now then. Ugh.
Amen to that.
Jeremiah's notebook. Rest in peace, Jeremiah. Look, it's a map.
Bingo.
It looks like the path starts at Big Butte. Do you remember seeing this shape anywhere around here?
No. But maybe we can get somewhere higher up for a better view of the area.
Jeremiah's notebook. Rest in peace, Jeremiah. Jeremiah's Jeremiah's There. This definitely looks like Big Butte from Jeremiah's map. Peggy, I think I found it. All right. The map says we should start at Big Butte. I'm pretty sure it's that one over there. It has the same shape as the one on the map.
I hope you're right.
There's only one way to find out. Come on, let's go.
Let me ride a big view, my old Los Santos town. Meet me at the big view.
Careful. This place is full of cactuses.
46 and
Let me have a look.
No. I'll fix it myself.
Oh, wow. How did you get them there?
Doesn't matter. Let's just keep walking. Ow. 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 Oh man, this canyon is taking forever.
Come on, it shouldn't be much longer. Hey, look! That must be the three-head butte over there. We're almost there.
Oh, this is exciting.
Oh, just a few more hours, my love.
Boss, we lost him, sir. The journalist and DeLuna's kid got away with the crystal.
You fools! You have to stop them! You need to go after them now!
But where?
I know exactly where they are headed.
I still can't believe you thought that twig was a rattlesnake. Whoa! You won't believe this! Elroy, hurry up! What's taking you so long? Oh my god, this is spectacular!
I'm coming! Don't you know this desert is full of holy cow! Wow!
Will you look at that?
It's majestic.
No wonder this place stayed hidden all these years. It's literally in the middle of nowhere.
And all this treacherous terrain. You have to know exactly what you're looking for.
And I guess my dad and Wanderbrust did.
It says here that Hani means pine tree in the Karis language.
It makes sense. That thing down there does look a little like a pine tree.
Come on, let's try to find a way down.
Yeah, let's go. A crate nailed shut. I'll need a crowbar or an iron rod or something if I want to pry it open. Let's check out what's down there. But be careful.
Sure thing. Jeez, no wonder your dad never took you with him.
Wow, someone really doesn't want us to go down there.
Who uses mines these days?
An evil mayor with a receding hairline.
Fair point.
Ah, this looks like an old prototype.
It must have been lying here since '75. I wonder if it still works.
I'll check it out. Huh. Where's the robot's head? We should look around and see if we can find it. They really went all... This sign is barely hanging on. I think I could knock it off. Almost. Ha! There! An iron rod could be useful for many things. Aha!